I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome to the Vanderpump Rules After Show here on AfterBuzz TV. Hello, everyone. How are we feeling today?
Great. How are you?
Amazing. You guys look amazing.
Yes, everyone looks great and beat and just like, let me put myself together for this Vanderpump panel.
I miss all the pieces.
I know, but you know how I feel right now? I was getting into the episode and it's just engraved in my head. Everything is just like, just raise your glasses high. And it's just like, so ready for it.
You hit that note.
You are prepared.
Yes.
Never sound like that when I do it, and I sing it every week.
Nailed it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Archie J. He needs no introduction. I think every week you should just sing. I know we only have one more week left, but you need to do that all the time.
Every week.
Okay.
And of course, we have Jeralyn Jovan.
Hi, guys.
And Katie Thompson, little baby Kates.
Hi, everybody.
Okay.
Hello, and I'm Rivette Soro. Guys, we have a lot to get into. We have two pool parties to dissect this week. Jax is slowly but surely losing his mind. Brett and Max are every 14-year-old little boy at school. And, the Toms are excelling in, their business with Lisa, and they're expanding, and I'm really happy for them, and we're going to get into all of that. But first, let's get into our overall reactions. Guys, by the way, we have a lot of people in the live stream that are just ready to start dissecting everything.
Oh yeah,
love it.
Yes.
Love it.
Jeralyn, would you like to go first for your overall reaction?
So at the end of the day, I did kind of feel bad for Jax and Brittany's pool party being a flop, but Jax caused it. It's also just been like a buildup of him literally doing this every time we turn around. He does this to his friends. So yeah, Tom and Ariana were petty, but at the same time, they're petty one, and I'm always here for petty. And their pool party was lit. In addition to that, just seeing the reality that we already knew was Jax and Brittany. And it didn't matter. His father passed, he proposed. I felt like between his father passing and him cheating, that was what kind of fueled that. And then once they were engaged, it was like, oh, wedding planning. But guys, there's still a lot of stuff y'all need to dissect and get through. And just getting married isn't going to solve that. And that's what we're seeing. Mm-hmm. So I was, I'm always here for the drama and being in everybody's business. So I was here for this episode. I was here from start to finish.
Katie, what were your thoughts?
I also really liked this episode. I really liked the Katie and James moment that we had, and I felt like we're just really getting to see James actually try to be sober, and I'm very much enjoying seeing that. I didn't understand some stuff between the boys, so I have questions during that when we talk about that, but overall, I wasn't bored and on my phone the entire time, so good job.
Yeah, I mean, I can second that. I think that this episode, for some reason, it brought back the nostalgia of when I first started watching The Hills, throwback.
Whoa.
But it was just so, it was so like much drama. There was just like, there was resolution, there was conflict. It was, opening the show with on their knees scrubbing the toilets. I was just very pleased overall. There was the rivalry, and people always question why I rock with Katie as hard as I do. And I feel like her and that phone call and being done with it is the perfect example of why I rock with Katie.
Just like hang up.
Done. Like, I'm not doing this with you. I didn't cause this. Jax did.
I like how she went from tears to anger so quickly.
So quick.
I mean, like me on a Wednesday, so I get it, but...
Right, so Brittany is really upset, and I honestly feel so bad for her. Like, all she wanted to do was host a pool party and like cook for her friends and have everyone over, and literally it's like Jax made it worse, or Jax made it bad, but in my opinion, Tom made it worse. Like, he fought fire with fire, and everybody wants to say, he always does this and he sucks and he's the worst, but you're not going high, okay? You're not doing what Michelle Obama has taught us to do, Tom Sandoval. You are not. Like, you're going lower, and that's just, it doesn't sit well with me, because Tom Sandoval and Ariana want to pretend that, they're so much better than Jax, and they're so woke, and Jax just sucks. but they are fighting fire with fire. And if you know that your friend just sucks so bad, maybe distance yourself, like completely, like permanently, or don't be petty. Don't stoop to that level, because I think they made it worse. But I want to know what you guys think. Obviously, I know this is a very touchy subject.
Who wants to go first?
Okay, really quick.
Right,
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say that, Rivette, I disagree, because everything petty was up my alley. I felt like Tom really kind of hit a peak. You know, he really tried to, come in and kind of save the day with the whole bachelor thing and when the wedding drama was going on. And he was just like, you know what? I can't take this any longer. I'm going to fight fire with fire. I'm going to fight petty with petty, and mine's is going to be better than yours. And hopefully this can teach you a lesson, because you can't keep doing this at the age of 40.
Right.
I was on Sandoval's side.
I mean, I wasn't on either of their sides, because they were both being really immature.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have done that. Like, I wouldn't have, like, if my friend is being annoying and petty and just overreacting and immature, I'm not going to throw a pool party on the same day. If anything, I'm probably going to go to his pool party just to pick an argument with him, to curse him out and read him to Phil. And I do feel like, I just was here for the petty, because at the end of the day, I believe in karma. And Jax, it's like, you have years and years of karma to catch up to, because you've just done so much shit. But Tom and Ariana, they are entertaining negativity, and I'm wondering if it's a distraction from the things that they have going on, and the fact that they don't have any furniture. And I was happy that Lala brought that up, because I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to be over here having time to throw parties and being all up in everybody's business, and I still don't have my house in order. Like, that's just grown adult goals. You know what I'm saying?
Real.
Like, girl, you don't even have a couch.
Right.
Like, get your life. And I think that should be their main focus. Like, they need to really figure out what they want to do with their relationship. If Tom really is okay with not having kids, or if they want to adopt, like, some kind of way, elevate to where you both agree, and get some goddamn furniture. And that's that.
My question is, wasn't Jax's party planned before Tom's? So how did Tom get everyone to go to his? Is it just because Jax is an asshole?
Yeah.
Okay, so they were all just like, all right. And yes, they should get furniture, but also their party looked cute as hell.
Yeah.
Like,
it looked, they got a nice pool.
Yeah, we're so cute. And like, when she opened that big ass door, I was like, fuck
the sliding glass.
Like, God, I have a boner. It was so good. I enjoyed the way that the party looked, but I did think that it was very rude of him to throw it on the same day. Like, I don't think that was necessary at all. Just maybe have it the day after. Like, I don't know.
Right.
I will say, just to add to that very quickly, if you go back and look at the episode very quickly, they do have a couch. It's like it's one couch. I think it's outdoor furniture in the living room. And I will say, the conversation between Kristen and Ariana, Ariana got angry at Stassi, and that was weird to me too, because I remember Lala bringing it up, but Kristen brought it back as if it was like a Stassi thing.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell did Kristen bring Carter?
They're dating.
Yeah.
Now,
Why did I roll my eyes in the back of my head when she said that? She said that, and my eyes actually spun around like the Exorcist head. Like, I was just like, you're so something. So, like, I don't know. Maybe I get why Stassi is just.
But
like,
at the same time, I just feel like Ariana is still showing Katie and Stassi what a real friend does. Like, of course you're rolling your eyes, like, okay. Like, even Ariana asking that question was a little shady. Like, so what are you guys? But at the same time, let her figure it out. Like, don't be so down her throat about it, because that's just not what friends do.
Yeah.
I would ask that question though. I because we hear so much back and forth, and we don't really hear Ariana in their life like that. And if I was Ariana, I would be like, so what are y'all doing? You know, like, you're here together, and I hear so much stuff, and I really don't involve myself. So I'm not mad at her for asking that question then when she did.
No, I wasn't.
Like, she had enough drinks to where she was like, I'm gonna just throw this question out here, just like, see what happens.
It was also nice seeing Charlie, since we only see her at functions.
Yeah.
I can't stand that girl. She will never win me over. I'm sorry.
She's working two jobs.
I know, but I'm sorry. Her personality just reminds me, from what we see on the show, of every LA girl that I just can't get along with, and that is so judgy, and that would probably be mean to me in like a girl's bathroom. So I just can't. I can't with Charlie. I'm sorry. Prove me wrong, Charlie, please, one day. Maybe, But the live chat is totally agreeing with Archie. Everyone is saying that, Tom Sandoval needed to be petty. Liza Me says, I'm with Tom Sandoval. Excuse me. Jessica Davis says, I'm sorry, but Tom needed to be petty with this one. Pettiness was called for. Vanessa D says, I do love petty. And Elizabeth Hart says, Jerusalem is so pretty.
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth Huck.
I do like your makeup today.
So
I will
nice.
say.
Thank you. Yeah, I put on
It's a
some
glow.
makeup today. It's a glow, yeah.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
light.
Gorgeous.
We love
Thank
that.
you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Elizabeth Huck.
I was really annoyed with the fact that they Dana and Brett.
Yeah.
I know.
That they sat on the same side at the table during their date. Like, can you guys not like that? And there was just like this massive, like there's like all this other room. Like I that would drive me nuts. Like I don't feel like, and like my elbows, like get the fuck.
Are we there yet? Because I wanted to tackle that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
She said, let's go.
She's like,
are you guys done with the pool party?
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah.
Over the pool party.
I want to know, whose pool party would you have gone to, though?
Oh, Tom and Ariana.
Oh, put me in the TV.
Yeah.
Tom and Ariana, I'm sorry.
And a thong bikini twerking with the rest of them.
Do we talk about Stassi and Jax at the pool party right now, though?
Oh
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, we skipped that. Let's go back.
So we're not jumping around. Yeah. So who wants to go first? Archie?
I applaud Stassi. I mean, she's, as she said in her confessional, Jax is probably scared of her. And she is probably the only person in LA who can, maybe ever, because his dad is no longer with us, that can step to him the way that she does. And I felt like, for some reason, I don't buy whatever Jax is going through, so much stress, so much frustration, maybe it's anxiety. And for somebody who suffers from anxiety, I literally do not buy his storyline of whatever is going on with him. But I applaud Stassi for asking the questions that she asked and for being transparent and honest and saying, like, you're playing the victim, stop what you're doing, let's reevaluate this. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's the only one that could really tackle that, because that was his only other longest relationship. Like, they were together for years before Vanderpump even started, and then they were, trying like on the outs. So it's really good to see Stassi step in like that. I really do enjoy seeing Stassi's friendship with Brittany. It's just so big of them, because it's like, you don't see that, like, girl, we have shared the same region, and the fact that they're still just able to be so close and so supportive of each other. And she checked his ass, because when he even tried to come with an excuse, she just shut it down. She was like, no, like there's no excuse for this. And he was silent, as he should be, because this whole gym thing, he is coming off like he's getting bored. And we know what happens when Jax gets bored. But I do, in a way, I don't disagree with Archie necessarily, but I do think that there is something underlying there of a mental health issue. I see it with him. He comes off as always from day one, like a ADD, maybe, and maybe anxiety, but at the same time, just a bit like just really hyper. And
anger management for sure, though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely for sure. Because he's very moody, but I do think there's something there, something mentally that, Adderall, don't know Adderall, but therapy, prayer, meditation, water. I don't know.
Water. When Stassi, when she was like, you sound like a victim. And I like that she called him out for that. So I like that moment. And I like that was very real. I feel bad for Brittany because she's feeling all of the emotions because he's acting the same as he did. And like, his Instagram stories were making me very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I was uncomfy watching them. Like, he was just like, I go here so much. But honestly, if I were Brittany, I would assume that these women instructors that are kicking his ass are also sucking his dick in the bathroom, because that's what Jax would do in the past. You know what I mean? So it's like, she doesn't know what's actually going on at the gym. Maybe the girl that he's seeing on the side meets him at this place. It could be, there's a way for all of it. So, and she's not dumb. So I just feel bad for her, because I know like her wheels turn, even though he might just be going to the gym and being an asshole on Instagram stories. I do feel bad for her. So.
I'm sorry. I just like women like that annoy the F out of me. And I know I have to be more sympathetic, but it's like when it's right in front of your eyes, like it's right in front of how are you going to call Katie coming at her? Like it's her fault. Like, oh, I heard that you are the one who came up with the poll. So the F what? Whoever came up with it, your man is the one who really started it. And it's like you really will go out here in a way kind of messing up friendships over your man who everybody knows he ain't shit. And you know it too. Yeah. I'm sorry. It just really, really annoys me, because it's like Brittany's so gorgeous. She has so much potential, and she just lets him bring her down.
Yeah.
With the conversation that was on the couch with her and Lala when Tom was called or whatever. No, Jax had called Lala. She had said, Brittany had said that I just don't know how much longer I can deal with this, go through this. And I was just like, I was like, at that moment, I was just like, this is going to end up in a divorce. I'm sorry to say it, but I don't think that he's ever going to change. You know, maybe he can get a handle on how he manages it, but this is Jax. This is who we've known for like a decade nearly. Like, so I feel for Brittany.
Yeah.
The comments are just all over the place. Jessica Davis says, I don't feel bad for Brittany one bit, period. I've never liked her. Elizabeth Hart says he knows damn well he ain't going to the gym 3 times a day.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I go back and forth. I do feel bad for Brittany, because I think she's the type of person that sees the good in everyone, which is why she doesn't really argue with her friends. Like, she really tries to stay level-headed out of everyone and stay neutral. And it's so hard because she fell in love with the beast, you know, like, I don't know. It's really difficult. I am happy that Stassi sat Jax down, and it was a very, like, that conversation had a lot of mutual respect. She was very direct, but wasn't like snotty or talking down to him. So I think it was a nice conversation. I hope they continue to have these conversations, because I do think that Stassi is one person that can kind of level out Jackson a little bit, because she knows him so well.
Praise God she dodged that bullet. Praise God. She got out of there.
I mean, honestly, I don't think he could have handled Stassi for a long period of time.
No, she's too much. She's another version of him without the anger. And Brittany is
there's
more
some anger.
Yeah, this is true.
With Brittany, they balance each other out.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be fire for fire.
Right. Because the way Bo is how Brittany is with Jax. Bo is that to Stassi.
Bo is like how the comedian said in the stand-up.
Yeah. That was funny. We'll get into that in just a second. But first, we have to thank you so much for making AfterBuzz the ESPN of TV talk. We love you guys so much. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Keep the comments coming. We love it so much. Hit the subscribe button. If you're on iTunes, give us 5 stars and leave a rating, leave a comment. We love it all. We love all the feedback. So thank you. And yes, let's get into Dana's comedy show with the drama and the love square. Did you guys watch the after show for the show?
No. And can someone tell me the joke too? Because I missed the joke.
What joke?
What was the joke the guy said?
The guy made a joke about both of their names and just basically saying that like Bo sucks, or like that Bo was like not sucks, that like
weaker.
Like weaker.
Yeah. Opposed to a Max in a fight.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. That's pretty accurate.
True. I would have Bo on my team any day over Max in a fight.
Oh yeah.
I liked the comedy thing. I laughed out loud. I was like, oh girl, get it. I like this. But I did think that it was weird that like she immediately went off stage and was like, do you guys want to go? Like, shouldn't she watch the other comedy?
I know.
Like I was like,
so rude.
Support your comedians. She was just like, y'all ready to bounce?
Great, like let's go. Like girl, no, what?
I thought that was weird too. What the hell? Did the date, Katie, you mentioned the date, was that before the comedy show? I can't really remember.
It was after.
Dana.
Wasn't it, because somebody said something about his flannels or something, and then he
Charlie did.
Yeah, and then he wore a a flannel that was like bleached
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the
it was.
comedy event, and I thought like, damn, you
Tie-dye
wearing
flannel.
flannels.
He loves
So
flannel.
that was before, and
Yeah.
I'm still uncomfortable thinking about them sitting on the same side. I just like, I don't understand people that do. Like, maybe if you're married and like old and like a cute little couple, but like if y'all hardly know each other, like, look at me, don't sit next to me. Like, that's
Well-
a Junction City. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not.
I don't think
I
she's
like
gonna
doing
sit
that
next to him
sometimes.
after that. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
sometimes
no.
I do.
Oh, that dinner. Oh my God.
I just felt like it was so disrespectful.
Yeah.
And the way he just said in front of everyone, like, I don't like her. And then without even looking her in the eye.
That was confusing because you had just made out with her and
Which
like
was
told her how
uncomfortable
much
for
you
me.
liked her. So I don't
Yeah.
understand how then all of a sudden he's like, oh, well, just because I made out with her doesn't mean that I like her. Sex
said-
means that you like somebody.
He said, it's LA, everyone makes out.
What?
But I think he said he doesn't have feelings for her, which could be true. You know?
I know it's true, but at the same time, you're acting completely different behind the scenes. And I loved how Lala just stirred the pot and then just sat back and watched it cook. Because she started the whole tape. It was like Dana confided in you, then you just went and blurted it out to everyone at the table,
Right.
and then just stayed quiet for the rest of the time. Here comes Sheena,
Right. Oh.
like here for all of it, and then trying to input, like, girl, just be Lala, be a fly on the wall, because it's like the drama's gonna blow up.
Nah,
She want to try to add her bit. I was so here for when Dana told her to just shut the F up. I was like, yes, shut up, girl.
And Brett told her too.
Yeah.
She was like,
Yeah.
and not now, like not now. It's not your turn, Sheena. And she was just loving it. And
even I was
on the
like,
after show,
ugh.
yeah, she was like, well, Max is my friend and I'm defending my friend. And I was like, God. But when I was watching the show, I was annoyed at Lala because I'm like, why are you bringing this up? Like, that's so rude. And even Dana was like, now I know not to trust Lala. But on the after show, Lala was like, they asked her, like, why'd you bring that up? And she was like, because I was bored.
Yeah.
And I was like,
That's why it's like, you
okay.
still gotta respect Lala, because she's just
Respect it.
honest. It's like, you can't even like
You
be
can
mad when
imagine.
yeah, you can't be mad when
I'm at
someone
a
keeps it
dinner and I'm
real.
bored.
Yeah, forget it. Like, why
I
not?
was like, okay, at least she's honest, right? Like, at
Yeah.
least she's not like, I just care so much.
Right, like, she's my friend, and I felt like Max should know. It's like,
yeah, no, she was just
Like
bored.
Sheena.
But Bo, I think, was the ultimate, like, bow down to Bo in that moment, because he literally called it out. What we were all, I think, thinking. He said, you two are sitting here, you know, arguing about her, and she's the one that's the most embarrassed, the most humiliated. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine how she feels? What a man. I have goosebumps, guys.
I know. Stassi got a really good one.
She
He's a
did.
good man.
She did.
Raised well.
The live chat is saying Lala was messy AF for that. That comes from Selena Urigas. Jessica Davis says Lala had nothing else to do or talk about, so she stirred the pot. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
bored.
like Lala doesn't have a storyline. Like even last week when like she, like her one line was like, "Can you believe it's 10 months since I'm sober?" Now, granted, I'm happy for everyone that's sober, but it's like, girl, you have nothing else, or like Randall won't allow you to share anything else because y'all got a lot going on.
But that's her role, though. She is the friend. Like, she has her own little rich little life over here with her fiance with no kids and no drama. So her job is to come in looking like the glamour princess, stirring the pot, asking questions, going to everybody's house because she is that rotating friend. She's in the studio with James Kennedy. She's at Britney's house. Then she's at Ariana's function. Like, that's her thing.
Yeah, you need that too. For production-wise, you need that.
You do.
Which, side note, I know we already passed this, but I was really surprised when she was like, let me call James to DJ at Jax's house. Did I know James, you know, was apologizing to everyone. I don't remember, so I must have just forgotten. But did him and Jax ever reconcile? Because I know they hated each other at one point.
James and Randall?
James and Jax.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
Right. I was like, am I just forgetting? I was like, did it happen at the baseball game? But I mean, randomly they were just like, yeah, let's have Jack or James, you know, DJ.
He knew that he was going to say no.
Right.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's like, if you guys aren't even cool like that, why do you expect him to do? Now you want to ask him to do?
Wait, why are they calling him? That's weird. I don't think he gets along with Jax.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That was his point.
Who knows? But Tom asked James to DJ at their 1 year Tom anniversary, which is like, hey, when they've come such a long way. I mean, remember when he was DJing like in the bathroom on the toilet paper?
Yes.
paper towels, toilet
the
paper.
good old days.
Something low
Yeah,
budget. Something low budget.
That was so funny. Oh my God.
it's really nice seeing their growth. And I know we touched on it. I think Katie, you mentioned it in the beginning.
Mhm.
James and Katie, they had a moment and they hugged this time. I know we thought the little apology last time they didn't hug or anything, but
Yeah.
they did this time and it was really nice. Do we
was
have any
nice to see
extra
that.
thoughts on that?
My
No, it was just
heart.
beautiful. It was nice to see that. And we all knew Katie was gonna come around. And
Yeah.
that's the good thing about Katie. It's like people like she'll get you together, especially someone like James, because it's like he apologized and she was like, yeah, okay. And it's like I'll come around when I choose to come around and you'll appreciate it. So now you know next time not to come out your face to me. So I was here for that and I'm happy. I really think James has turned a new leaf and I really hope next season we don't see a reversal of old James. Like I want to see him continue on this right track.
I don't
Yeah.
think he will. I think he'll keep on it. I believe in him.
She loves James.
I do.
She does. I love him now too. It was a little rocky for a while, but
Yeah.
very happy for him. Very happy for Tom and Tom. What they I think they like exceeded their investment, like they doubled their investment. Was that what it was? At Tom?
Yeah, I remember I talked about it here on the show, and I was just like, I went to Tom and I saw Dana behind the bar, and it didn't register with me that she was on the garden side of things. It was like I went when the first week that it opened, and I think
is it open now?
Yeah, like I was on the yes, because it was just like we walked through. But like everything's closed down now, and I think Lisa did an interview about that and how it's been like affecting people. I think we talked about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
Anyways, I was there. Yeah, I was there, and I was just like, oh wow, there's like plants inside, and I did not realize I was up.
Aww.
But it was really cool.
Nice.
I love it. Very happy for them. But guys, Jessica Davis has a request for us. She's saying, please talk about how Ariana read Brittany for filth. It was facts that no one would be Jax's friend if she wasn't around.
Oh wow.
Thoughts?
Were they at the Salvation Army, right?
Yeah,
yes, something like that. Yeah.
No, when she was talking to Kristen and
Brittany.
When Ariana was talking to Kristen, right? And then when she said all that crap, or
No,
was
it
she
was
talking
Lisa,
about Lala?
Lisa, Brittany, and Ariana.
Lisa, Brittany, and Ariana.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I mean,
it was real.
I think
though.
Ariana's like not, like she's not an empathetic person. Nothing that she said was wrong, but like when you're talking to someone like Brittany, who really hasn't done anything wrong in the situation, you can just like maybe change your tone a little bit. I always say it's like how you say things, because I think that made it worse for Brittany. Like if they had like a heart to heart, I think Brittany would have calmed down a little bit, but Ariana's just not that person. So at the same time, we can't expect her to like fake it for Brittany's feeling.
No, I don't think you need to fake it anymore. Like Brittany needs to get it through her head. I'm sorry. Like stop babying this girl. She's a grown ass woman with a grown ass asshole for a husband. And he brings negativity to everyone's life that doesn't need to be tolerated. We only tolerate it because we like you and you're our friend, Brittany. So it's like, if this is what it is, this is just what it is. I'm tired of having to appease you. They've been appeasing her now for the last 3 years. First year he cheated on you. You came around, whatever, cheated on you. Then we all felt bad for you. Then the father died. Then we felt bad for you. Then y'all are engaged. Then the wedding. So it's like I've been a lot of like, oh no. Now honeymoon's over. Brittany needs to face reality and make the decision for herself of how she wants to move forward. Because this is what's going to keep happening because your husband is a hot mess.
Oof. True.
The tea.
Too much, guys. All right, we gotta move on to our pumptinis, our special segment. Okay, who wants to go first? Archie, Katie.
Oh, check out Katie.
Oh, go.
I'm going to give mine to Katie for just like the James moment, and also she had on a puka shell necklace, but some of the shells were gold, and I need to know where it's from, and I need it, and it was great. So it's mostly for the necklace, but also for the James moment.
I did like her outside look, and I was like, okay, maybe because she's been inside knitting, like now she's just like, she was on Pinterest getting her look together, because now she's like, she's getting there. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm here for it.
Love it.
My pumptini is gonna go to Jax. I don't even want to give him a pumptini. I'll have his pumptini. He can have a glass of water because we just need to gather you real quick. We need to get up in there and we're just gonna gather your ass. Colonoscopy style. So yeah.
Okay, that's fun. That's fun. It's been a long time. Let's see. I'm going to give it. This is so hard. It's two people. Because I'm messy, I gotta give it to Lala. I know she doesn't drink, but y'all get the point. I'm going to give it to Lala because she stirred it up everywhere that we love to see it. It was at the table. She even said they don't have furniture. It got a little misconstrued upon Stassi, but she said it. Anyways, Lala.
Ooh, some people in the comments were talking about how fake Lala is, but we can talk about that later. Mine is going to Stassi because she was very selfless and, pulling Jax aside and just really, trying to help her friend out and, being direct and not fake and not selfish at all. So I'm giving it to Stassi. And I think we have time for some quick news.
Stassi, everyone's talking about it. Vanderpump by the network and production that she's part of the charade. She's going to be absolutely crushed by hearing that she's actually the butt of the joke. I'm wondering if that lady's still going to have a job.
No.
Right.
They had to take the podcast down.
Yeah.
How could you say that on a podcast?
How could you say that? And I'm sorry because Ryan didn't put the picture up, but can we just look at her for a second? Because she just looks like it's the girl who got picked on in school getting revenge on like a mean girl. And it's not funny. It's not cute. It's not cute. Like at the end of the day though, we do know Sheena is, pretty.
That's not professional. That's like a personal.
It's just not professional. Like that's just your work. I can't believe she openly admitted that on a podcast. I'm sure she
probably like her friend's podcast and she thought that it was fine. And then it blew up because somebody either the friend is shady and sent in a press release or something happened. So
super LA. I love it.
Really?
It pisses me off. I mean, I know producers manipulate things, but to this extent and to like go out there and proudly say it, I hope she learns her lesson is all I can say.
Yeah.
But guys, next week is the finale. Oh my God, I can't even believe it. Please be sure to tune in. Everyone that's in the live chat, freaking love you. Everyone that's
we love you guys.
We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. You can find me on social media on all platforms at Rivette Soro. Katie, where can they find you? Jeroslyn, anyone.
You can find me everywhere at Little Baby Kate, and make sure to check out my podcast. See you next Tuesday.
And you can follow me at Jeroslyn Diva on Instagram, TikTok, Jeroslyn Diva 08 on Twitter, JEROSLYN Diva.
And you can follow me on all platforms at the Archie. No, that's wrong. You can follow me at Archie J Speaks. And my podcast is at the Archie J Experience. Love you, mean it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.